In this video I will be creating a provisioning package that will perform offline domain join. In this case the offline part is not that important, but it will allow us to create a provisioning package with domain join functionality without providing any domain credentials inside of the package itself. I'm starting this video from a GitHub page, and that's because there are a few bits of information here that I will be using for this video, and I will leave the URL in the description down below. And if you want to know more about offline domain join or how to create provisioning packages, you can check out more of my videos that I have here in the bottom of the page. Anyways, here you can see the package that I will be creating in this video. And as you can see, this will be a very simple package that will perform offline domain join and also remove all the unnecessary user interactions from the computer setup. And this package will skip after the box experience, then it will execute a PowerShell script called ubisetup-ps1. This script in this case will only disable the privacy experience menu that we get after creating a user account and then logging in for the first time. And the next script that will be executed is ubi offline domain join. This will perform the offline domain join, it will remove the offline domain join file from the USB drive, and then it will restart the computer. And I will talk about each step a bit more later in the video when I will show you the PowerShell scripts that I will be using. Anyways, before I can start creating my package, I need to prepare all the necessary files for the package. And I will start by creating the offline domain join files, and for that I will be using the script that you see here. And this is a very simple snippet. Here we have a list of computer names for which we want to create the offline domain join files. And the snippet will execute the djoin command for each computer that we have here in the list. And it will create the offline join files in the location that you see here. And this location needs to exist on the device that you are executing this snippet. Otherwise, it will create the computer objects inside of the domain, but it will fail to create the offline domain join files. And now I will click on the button right here to copy this snippet. And then I will go to my VMware workstation where I have my Windows Server environment. And here I will be executing the snippet, but first I will create the djoin folder on my desktop, because here I will be creating the offline domain join files. And also I will go to Server Manager, Tools, and Users and Computers, because I will be creating the computer objects inside of this organization unit called New Computers. As you can see, currently it's empty. So to create the objects, I will go to my Start menu, search for PowerShell, and then run it as administrator, insert the snippet from the GitHub page and press enter. As you can see, the commands were executed for each computer in the list, and it seems that all the commands were executed successfully. So if I go back to users and computers, refresh this screen, as you can see we have all the computer objects, and also we should see the offline join files in the folder. Now I will right click on the djoin folder and copy it. Then I will go to my USB drive that I have in here, and I will insert the djoin folder inside of this USB drive that I will be using for the computer provisioning. Next, I will be downloading PowerShell scripts from the GitHub page. So I will go back to the main page, and here we have few PowerShell scripts. The first one that I will be downloading is ubisetup-ps1, so I will open it. And as you can see, this is a simple script that will create a single registry entry in Windows Registry. And this is to disable the privacy experience. To download this file, I will click on the button right here, and then I will go back to the GitHub page. The second script that I will be downloading is the ubi offline domain join. So let's open it. And for this script to work, first we need to provide our USB drive name. In this case, you can see the USB drive name in here. My flash drive is called USB-64. So for this script to work, I need to provide USB-64. And this will find the drive letter for the USB drive. Then it will list all files in the djoin folder on the USB drive that we have in here. So it will list all the files that we have here, and it will select the first file that it finds. And it will use that file to execute the djoin command to join the computer to the domain. And after joining the computer, it will remove that single file from the USB drive. So after joining the single computer to a domain, one file from here will be removed. Then after joining a second one, the second file will be removed, and so on and so on. Anyways, let's click on the button right here to download it. And let's check our downloads folder. Now we have all the files that we need to create the provisioning package. And now I will start creating the provisioning package, and for that I will go to my Windows Configuration Designer. Here I will click on File and New Project. I will name the project package. Then I will click Next. Next, here I will select all Windows Desktop editions and then click Next and then Finish. First I will be disabling the out-of-the-box experience, and for that I will go to Runtime Settings and then click on UBI. And here for Hide UBI I will select True. And next I need to configure the script execution. And for that I will go to Provisioning Commands, Primary Context, and I will click on the command. Now we need to name our script executions. I will name the first one Setup. Then I will click on the Add button that you see here. Click on the red setup in here. And here we need to provide the command file and also the command line. So for the file I will click on Browse, go to my Downloads folder, and here I will select UBI Setup PS1 script. This will be the first script. So I will click Open, the script appeared in here, and now for the command line I will go back to the GitHub page, because here I have all the commands that I will be using, and we need this snippet right here. So I will click on the button right here to copy the snippet, go back to the Configuration Designer and provide the value in here. Next we need to configure the execution for the second script, so let's go back to the command, and I will name this one djoin. Once again, let's click on Add, click on djoin in here, and then here once again we need to provide the command file, go back to the Downloads folder, and this time I will select UBI offline domain join. Next for the command line, once again let's go back to the GitHub page, and this is a similar line to the last one, but also in here we need to provide our USB drive name. And as you can see, in this case I have a value USB 256, but in this video my USB drive name is USB 64, so I need to modify it. So let's first copy it, insert it here, and instead of 256 I will enter 64. And we need to configure a few more options. First we need to configure restart required, and here we need to select the value true, and also we need to set a return code restart. So in this case we need to enter 0, and this will restart the computer after the script will be executed. And this is necessary if you want to sign into the computer with a domain account after the provisioning process. And that's basically it. Now we can generate the provisioning package. And for that I will go to Export, Provisioning Package. I will click Next, 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 and then Build. Then I will click on the output location. And I only care about the file called package.ppkg. So I'll right click on it, select copy, go to my USB drive and insert the provisioning package inside of my USB drive. And the last step is to test this package and see how it works. And for that, once again, I will go back to my VMware workstation, and here I have another virtual machine. As you can see, it is in the out-of-the-box experience. Now to start the provisioning process, the only thing that we need to do is to plug the USB drive to this machine. And for that I will go to VM, Removable Devices, select my USB drive and connect the USB drive from my host machine to this virtual machine. So if I click this, the automation process should start without any other user interaction. And now we need to wait a bit and see what's going to happen. And as you can see, the provisioning package was executed successfully. And if I see in my login screen, we can enter our domain credentials. So I will try to sign in with a domain user, and its username is John. I will enter password and then press enter. And let's wait a bit more. And as you can see, the sign-in was successful. That means that the provisioning package executed the offline domain join successfully. Also, if I go to File Explorer in the virtual machine and to the USB drive and then the joint folder, you can see that in this folder we are missing a file NB01, and that's because that offline domain join file was used for this computer. And the next computer most likely will use the NB02. And that's basically it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and see you in the next one.